The 18th, 19th, and 20th of July are not just ordinary days. These are the days that test you. They test the work you've done on yourself. They test your patience, your focus, your inner stillness. If you've been sleeping through life, these days will shake you. If you've been waiting for life to be easy, these days will break that illusion. Because these are the days where the real work begins, the work on the self. Discipline is not something you buy, borrow, or wish for. It's something you live, and during 18, 19, and 20th of July, life will demand your discipline. You will feel the resistance. You will feel the emotional tension rising. There will be noise outside and even louder noise inside your own mind. Doubt will come. Fear will come. Laziness will knock. Distractions will seduce. And in those moments, you must decide who leads your emotions or your awareness. Most people collapse in moments like these. They look outside for someone to save them, guide them, fix the discomfort. But the truth is, no one is coming. The strength you need to survive these days, to grow through them, is already inside you. The question is, have you trained yourself to access it? Think of it like this. On a peaceful day, it's easy to be calm. It's easy to smile, to speak wisely, to walk slowly. But those are not the days that define you. What defines you are the days like 18th of July, where things feel heavy, where the thoughts are loud, where nothing makes sense. What defines you is how you stand up on 19th of July, even when everything inside wants to give up. What defines you is what you choose to do on the 20th of July when the pressure has been building and no one is watching. This is discipline, not in words, not in books, but in structure, in consistency, in saying no to what you want now so you can protect what you truly need long term. If you don't command your mind, it will control you. And during these days, your mind will test you. It will tell you, you're too tired. You can do it later. It doesn't matter. That is the voice you must defeat. That is the enemy, and it lives inside. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you feel nothing, even when you feel broken. Especially then, because that's when the muscle is built. That's when the soul sharpens. The 18th, 19th, and 28th of July will feel uncomfortable because they are the fire. And only through fire do you become steel. This is not about motivation. This is about commitment. The kind that doesn't change with mood. The kind that keeps going whether it rains, whether it hurts, whether it feels good or not. It's easy to complain. It's easy to escape. But the ones who grow, the ones who evolve, are the ones who sit still in the discomfort, who observe the chaos but don't become it, who move with awareness, not emotion. That's the test. That's the gift of these days. You are being shown exactly where you still lack control. You are being exposed to yourself. Use it. Don't waste it. If you're feeling overwhelmed during these dates, good. That means the surface is cracking. That means there's something deeper calling your attention. Don't drown in it. Breathe through it. Don't react. Respond. Don't run. Watch. And above all, don't quit. These moments of struggle are sacred. They carve out space for something greater to rise. When the 18th of July begins, be prepared, not with comfort, but with clarity. When the 19th unfolds, stay grounded. Don't chase every thought. Let the emotions rise and fall without being pulled by them. When the 20th arrives, look back and ask yourself, did I stand still while the storm passed? Did I keep my structure when everything wanted to break it? No one grows in safety. No one becomes unshakable in comfort. You become who you were meant to be in moments like this, when everything feels unstable, but you choose to stand. You choose to breathe. You choose to keep going. This is the path of self-mastery. This is the moment the old self dies and the new one takes shape. Let others break. Let others complain. You have a higher responsibility to yourself. These days are not to punish you. They are to prepare you. If you can survive these days with discipline, with silence, with awareness, then what comes after will not move you. You will have become stronger, more stable, more real, not because you waited for peace, but because you created it inside yourself when the world gave you none. So don't wish for these days to be easy. Wish to become someone who no longer fears hard days. That is the growth. That is the message. That is the awakening. And it begins on 18th, 19th, and 20th of July. The 18th, 19th, and 20th of July are not here to comfort you. They are here to challenge you. They are here to bring pain, uncertainty, and pressure. Not because life is unfair, but because this is how growth happens. Real growth never comes wrapped in peace. It comes wrapped in discomfort. These 3 days are a doorway, but to walk through it, you must face yourself fully. Pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. The pain you feel during these days is not trying to destroy you. It's trying to expose you. It's showing you what's still weak, what you've been avoiding, what you've been hiding behind excuses. That inner discomfort is life's way of saying, wake up, stop pretending, stop delaying. Face it, on the 18th of July, something may shake your peace. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a memory, maybe it's your own thoughts turning against you. But whatever it is, understand this, that pressure is necessary. You don't get strong in silence. You don't grow in still water. You grow in the waves. You grow in fire. You grow when your back is against the wall and you have no option left but to rise. The 19th will test how you carry your pain. Will you drown in it or will you study it? Will you become bitter or will you become better? You must learn to sit with pain without letting it take control. Don't escape it. Don't distract yourself. Observe it. Breathe through it. Let it sharpen you. These moments of pressure are a mirror. They reveal your habits, your emotional reactions, your true discipline. And most of the time, they reveal that you are still a slave to your own emotions. That's where the work is. The 20th of July will be heavy, mentally, emotionally, maybe even physically. But that weight is there to build you. Stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this teaching me? This shift in question is the start of real maturity. If you keep rejecting discomfort, you will never evolve. You will stay soft, fragile, breakable. But if you learn to sit in the fire and keep breathing, something inside you changes. You become stable in chaos. That is strength. The truth is, you cannot grow without pain. The muscles you want to build, physical or spiritual, require resistance. They require force. Without that pressure, you stay the same. The mind that you want to control will never be mastered if you keep running from tension. The soul you want to awaken will never come alive if you keep choosing what feels good instead of what makes you grow. On 18th, 19th, and 20th July, life will not wait for your permission. It will push you. It will squeeze you. Not to break you, but to extract something deeper. These days are purification. They are meant to burn away what no longer serves you, the old beliefs, the false identities, the illusions of control. If it's painful, it's because it matters. If it hurts, it's because something valuable is behind it. Do not waste these days. Don't numb yourself. Don't distract yourself with noise, with people, with comfort. Sit in silence and feel. Observe the patterns. Catch your reactions. Watch the thoughts arise. Let them come and then let them go. That space between stimulus and response, that's where transformation happens. You are not here to be comfortable. You are here to evolve. And evolution demands discomfort. It demands truth. And truth is often painful because it cuts, it shows you what you don't want to admit. But that's how you grow, by facing it, by accepting the pain as part of the process. On the 18th of July, begin by slowing down. Don't rush. Don't react. Just observe. Let the day teach you. On the 19th, hold your center, even when everything wants to pull you off balance. Especially then, on the 20th, reflect, look back on how you responded. Did you grow through it or did you collapse? That answer will tell you who you are right now and who you must become. There is no shortcut to this. No one can do it for you. And no one is coming to save you. These days are your initiation into strength, into stability, into self-mastery. You will not come out the same. You will either come out bitter or better. The choice is yours. Use the pain. Let it burn away the noise. let it burn away the fear. You let it burn away the parts of you that no longer belong in the next chapter. These days are not a punishment. They are an invitation to step into a version of yourself that is unshakable, that is no longer reactive, that is no longer living in fear. So when the discomfort rises on the 18th, 19th, and 25th July, don't run, don't hide, don't numb. Stand still, breathe deep, feel everything. And no, this pain is not the end. It's the beginning. The 18th, 19th, and 20th of July are coming to wake you up. These days won't ask for your comfort. They will demand your awareness. They will test one thing very clearly. Are you reacting or are you responding? There is a difference. A reaction is fast, emotional, uncontrolled. It comes from your past, your fears, your wounds, your unconscious patterns. A response is slow. It is still. It is chosen. It comes from awareness. It comes from clarity. During these 3 days, you will be triggered. Then there will be situations that pull emotions from deep inside you. It could be someone's words. It could be your own thoughts. It could be something unexpected. And in that moment, you will feel a strong wave rising inside. Anger, frustration, fear, sadness, confusion. That's when the choice appears. Not outside, but inside you. Do you react or do you respond? On the 18th of July, something will stir your emotions. And if you are not centered, if you have not trained your inner observer, you will react. You will say things you regret. You will act in ways that pull you back into your old self. You will repeat the same mistakes again. But if you're present, truly present, you will pause. You will notice the emotion. You will feel it fully, but you will not let it control you. That is the first step of growth. To feel without becoming, to observe without being pulled. On the 19th of July, the test may get harder. The pressure might increase. You might feel tired. You might feel that things are not in your control. But the truth is, they never were. The only control you ever truly have is over your own inner world. And this is what these days are teaching you. You are being shown the gap between reaction and response. And in that gap lies your transformation. Maybe someone says something unfair to you. Maybe life feels too fast. Maybe you get hit by doubt. Watch yourself. Notice how the body wants to defend, to shout, to escape. But stop. Breathe. Look inward. Ask yourself what is needed right now, not what feels good. What is right? Reacting is easy. Responding takes power. Responding means you've taken the time to feel, to understand, and then to act not from habit, not from fear, but from awareness, from wisdom. And wisdom is born in silence, not in chaos. On 30th of July, look closely. Are you living on autopilot? Are you being led by old emotions? Or are you becoming the master of your choices? These days will show you. You can't fake it. You either react like before or you rise like never before. The people around you may continue reacting. They may fight, blame, complain. Let them. That's their path. But you, if you are serious about growth, must walk a different path. You must be the one who stays still in the storm, who doesn't let emotion hijack awareness, who pauses before speaking, who breathes before acting. That is strength. That is maturity. This is not about suppressing your feelings. It's about honoring them without being enslaved by them. Your anger, your sadness, your fear, they are signals, not commands. Oh, don't obey them blindly. Listen, learn, and then decide. Every time you react without thinking, you give away your power. But every time you respond with awareness, you take it back. That's the practice over and over, especially on days like 18th, 19th, and 20th of July when everything feels louder, sharper, heavier. These are not normal days. They are intense. They are revealing. They are uncomfortable, but that's exactly why they are valuable. They show you exactly where you still need to grow. Don't waste these days being unconscious. Don't move through them like you always have. Use them. Observe your own behavior. Catch yourself in the act, interrupt the old pattern, create a new one. There is something powerful that happens the moment you decide, I will no longer be controlled by what I feel. That moment is freedom. That moment is the first breath of a new version of you. And that version is forged in fire, in pressure, in days like these. Don't be afraid of what comes up on 18, 19, and 20 July. Welcome it. Study it. Let it teach you. Let it reveal your blind spots. Let it strip away your illusions. These are not setbacks. They are signs. They are your real curriculum. The world does not need more people who react. The world needs people who respond with clarity, who lead with awareness, who speak only when words are needed, who act not from emotion, but from presence. If you can pass this test, these 3 days, you won't just survive, you'll evolve, you'll level up. So you'll become someone who no longer dances to the noise of the world. You'll move from center, not from chaos. So choose wisely. In each moment, remember, you are either reacting from your old self or responding from your awakened self. That choice is the difference between staying stuck and becoming free. That choice is the purpose of 18th, 19th, and 20th July. The 18th, 19th, and 20th of July are not random dates. These are days of exposure. Days where life pulls the curtain back and shows you the truth. Not the truth about the world, not the truth about others, but the truth about yourself. These 3 days are mirrors and they don't lie. You may feel emotional, you may feel disturbed. That's not a sign something is wrong. That's a sign something is being shown. These days are revealing. They peel back what you've been hiding from, the patterns, the habits, the excuses. So you think you're doing well until these days arrive. You think you're in control until 18th of July breaks your rhythm. Then you see clearly where you're still weak, where you're still avoiding responsibility, where you're still lying to yourself. This is not punishment. It's precision. These 3 days target the exact areas where growth is overdue. Mm, They reveal the real weight you've been carrying, the lies you've been telling yourself, the emotions you've been suppressing, the people you've outgrown but still cling to. Everything comes up and you can't run, you can't hide, you can only face it. On the 18th of July, something will shift. You might wake up feeling strange, as if something heavy is pressing down on your spirit. It's not the world outside. It's the truth knocking. And if you're still pretending, still escaping, you'll feel the discomfort deeply. That discomfort is your inner self demanding attention, asking, why are you still avoiding what you know is real? On the 19th of July, the pressure will increase. Life will trigger you again, not to hurt you, but to show you. Watch your reactions. Watch who you blame. Watch how you speak to yourself. It all matters. The way you deal with your relationships, the way you deal with silence, the way you deal with yourself. It's all being magnified now, not for destruction, but for awareness. The biggest lie you tell yourself is, fine, but 18th, 19th, and 20th of July are here to prove otherwise. They strip away the mask. They reveal the wounds. You might cry. You might break. That's okay. Better to break into truth than live in illusion. The pain is real. But the message behind the pain is even more real. It says you need to change, you need to release, you need to evolve. And on 20th of July, the silence will feel louder. The mirror will become clearer. It's no longer about what happened to you. It's about what you've become because of it. Are you stronger? Are you stronger? Or just more guarded? Are you wiser? Or just more afraid? Are you awake? Or still running in circles? These 3 days are sacred, not because they feel good, but because they are honest. They reflect your emotional maturity, your self-awareness, your ability to take responsibility. If you can sit with what you see and not turn away, so then you're growing. If you can look at your own shadow and not make excuses, then you're healing. But if you ignore it, if you blame others, if you numb yourself with noise and distraction, you'll miss it. And this kind of exposure does not come often. When life decides to show you the truth, it's a gift, even if it hurts. Especially when it hurts on a 18 July, pay attention to your environment. Who drains your energy? Who supports your growth? What conversations feel fake? What thoughts keep repeating? All of these are clues. You're being guided to let go of what no longer belongs in your life. But you can only release it when you see it. On the 19th of July, Observe your inner voice. Is it kind? Is it cruel? Does it build you or destroy you? These questions matter because your inner world shapes your outer life. You can't grow while hating yourself. You can't rise while clinging to old beliefs about your worth. These thoughts must be seen. Only then can they be changed. And on 20th July, you'll be asked one question, not by the world, not by anyone else, but by your own soul. Are you living your truth? If the answer is no, then these days have done their job. They've shown you what's missing. Now it's on you to act. Growth is not soft. It's not always peaceful. Sometimes growth feels like everything falling apart, but maybe things are not falling apart. Maybe they're falling into place. The exposure is not meant to shame you. It's meant to free you. If you have the courage to accept what is being revealed on 18, 19, and 20th of July, then you will walk into the rest of the year with new eyes, with a lighter heart, with a mind no longer clouded by illusion. You will stop repeating. You will start transforming. So look closely. Don't turn away. These are the hardest days of 2025, not because of chaos, but because of truth. And truth is the beginning of real self-mastery. 18, 19, and 21st July are not meant to be loud. They are not meant to be filled with noise, distractions, or movement. These are not the days to run to others. These are not the days to seek answers from the outside. These are the days to go inward. These are the days to be silent, to be still, to listen to what is buried inside you. The world will always be loud. It will always demand your attention. But on these 3 days, you must step back. You must remove yourself from the surface and go deep, because the real answers are not out there. They are in you. They are hidden under the thoughts, beneath the restlessness, behind the fears. And the only way to reach them is through silence. On 18th of July, you will feel the urge to move, to talk, to vent, to explain, to distract. Don't. The one who talks too much cannot hear. And these are not the days to speak. These are the days to observe. You don't need more opinions. You don't need more advice. You need clarity. And clarity is born in silence. Sit with yourself. No music, no phone, no conversation, just you, and breathe. Let the mind speak. Let the emotions rise. Let the inner noise come up, but don't chase it. Watch it like clouds moving in the sky. Let it all pass through. What's real will remain. What's true will rise in the quiet. On the 19th of July, the pressure will grow. You'll feel the weight of thoughts that never got processed. Old emotions will try to speak. Things you buried years ago will surface. That's good. That's the work. Most people drown in this stage. They escape. They numb. They say, I can't sit with this. But you must, because the storm you fear is inside you. And until you face it, you'll never be free. Silence is not passive. It is not weakness. It is power, real power, because in silence you meet yourself fully, without the masks, without the noise, without the stories. You see who you really are. And that truth can shake you, but it's the truth that sets you free. 19 July is the mirror. It reflects your inner structure. It shows your mental discipline, your emotional intelligence, your spiritual maturity. Don't waste it. Don't scroll through it. Don't talk through it. Sit, breathe, listen. The answers are not far. They are just buried under years of noise. And on the 25th July, something begins to shift. If you've done the work in silence, if you've faced yourself without running, you will feel it. A soft calm, a still awareness, a deeper understanding of who you are and where you must go next. This is not the kind of calm that comes from outside. It is the kind that only comes after the storm, after you've faced the shadows, after you've chosen not to react, not to escape, but to stay present and alert. This is how transformation happens, not through more effort, but through more presence. These 3 days are not about doing more. They are about being more, being present, being aware, being real. When you stop filling the space with noise, you create room for wisdom to enter. Let others run. Let others shout. Let others drown in distraction. But if you want to grow, choose silence. Let it become your shield. Let it become your teacher. On the 18th of July, listen to your breath. On the 19th of July, listen to your thoughts. On 20th of July, listen to your soul. All of them are speaking, but you can only hear when you stop speaking. The reason most people stay stuck is because they refuse to face themselves. Silence forces you to do that. It removes the external escape routes. It brings you back to the center. And from that center, everything changes. You start seeing what matters, what's real, what needs to go, what needs to be built, not from confusion, but from clarity. These days are not punishment. They are purification. The silence is not emptiness. It is space for renewal. When you stop reacting, when you stop filling every moment with noise, you begin to see the patterns. You begin to see the root of your suffering, and only then can you let it go. On 18th, 19th, and 20th of July, make a decision, a real one. Choose to sit in the silence. Choose to feel what you've been avoiding. Choose to meet yourself without running. Because that is where the power is. That is where the real growth happens. Not in the world, but within. Everything you're looking for. Peace, strength, clarity, truth. It's already inside you. It's just buried under layers of noise. These 3 days are your opportunity to remove those layers. One breath at a time, one thought at a time, one moment of silence at a time. So don't speak, don't run, don't react. Just sit, just breathe, just listen. The guidance you need is already there. And the moment you stop looking outside, you will begin to hear it. Let 18th, 19th, and 20th of July become the days you finally heard your own soul speak. The 18th, 19th, and 20th of July are a turning point. These are not just days on the calendar. They are a crossroads. You will either evolve or repeat. You will either rise or sink back into the old version of yourself. There is no middle ground. These are decision days. Days where life is silently asking you one question: are you ready to change? Most people say they want to grow, but when the moment arrives, when it's uncomfortable, when it hurts, when it demands effort, they choose comfort, they choose habit, they choose escape. But growth does not wait for you to be ready. It arrives in the form of pressure. It arrives in the form of challenge. And on 18, 19, and 20th of July, that challenge will arrive. You will be tested, not by someone else, but by your own mind, your own emotions, your own habits. These 3 days will show you exactly where you still live in reaction, where you still lack control, where you still carry excuses. And in those moments, you must decide, I continue repeating this cycle, or do I break it? Now, on 18th of July, something inside you will feel the tension. You may feel restless or tired or overwhelmed. Good. That discomfort is a message. It's telling you something in you needs to shift. Stop ignoring it. Stop postponing your transformation. You don't need more time. You need to decide right now. Are you going to continue living the same story, or are you going to write a new one? 19th of July is not a day to wait for motivation. It's a day to move with discipline. You already know what needs to change. You already know what patterns hold you back. Stop acting confused. Stop acting like you need more signs. These days, as are the sign. Life is giving you a window, a moment to realign, to reset, to start becoming the person you pretend to be when no one's watching. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, but this is how you level up. You don't evolve through ease. You evolve through effort, through repetition, through conscious decisions. Every time you choose the new habit instead of the old one, you are shifting. Every time you stay calm instead of reacting, you are winning, not over others, over yourself. And that is the point. These 3 days are not about anyone else. They are about you, your growth, your next step, your deeper self, the version of you that is strong, calm, focused, and clear. It's waiting, but you have to earn it, not with words, not with plans, with passion, with practice, with choices, the small ones, the hard ones, though ones you've been avoiding. On the 20th of July, the test will be subtle. Maybe nothing dramatic happens on the outside, but the real test is inside. Do you wake up and go back to the same habits? or do you move differently? Do you still carry resentment, excuses, laziness, or do you act from clarity and strength? This is what separates those who grow from those who stay stuck. Growth is not an accident. It is intentional, it is uncomfortable, and it is necessary. These days are your invitation, your chance to choose a different path, to stop replaying the same emotions, to stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. 18th, 19th, and 20th July, these are the moments where change begins if you are willing. There's no shortcut, no secret. It's just this: become more aware, become more responsible, become more real. Stop pretending, stop waiting. You already know what's pulling you down. You already know what needs to end. You already know what habits are killing your energy, your focus, your future. These 3 days are asking you, will you finally do something about it? Transformation is not loud. It's not flashy. It's quiet. It's private. It's the decision to get up early, to say no to distraction, to control your emotions, to stay present, and to commit even when it's boring, even when no one claps for you. These are the real acts of evolution. And if you don't choose to evolve now, you will repeat. That's the truth. You'll wake up in August, in December, in 2026, still facing the same problems, still stuck in the same cycle, still waiting, still complaining. Don't let that happen. Use this time. Use the 18th, 19th, and 20th of July as your foundation. Let them be the start of something unshakable. Well, let this be the point where you stopped wishing and started acting, where you stopped doubting and started trusting your discipline. So, where you stopped reacting and started responding from wisdom. You don't need to fix everything at once. You just need to decide that the old version of you is no longer welcome. From that moment, every step becomes part of your growth. So, every breath becomes more intentional. Every action starts aligning with who you have truly want to become. So, don't waste these days. Don't let them pass like the rest mark them. Use them. Let 18, 19, and 20th of July be the beginning of your evolution, the beginning of a self that doesn't fold under pressure, a self that doesn't need to be saved, a self that leads from within. Evolve or repeat, the choice is yours.